The zone defense that I want to go over. We run this defense. If I touch my head, that means we're doing this. If I call yo people, blue 44, if you hear the yo people, that means we're doing this defense. And what it mainly consists of is that we're going to have 3 people guarding short and 3 people guarding long, and then 1 D lineman going in. And so there's a lot of pressure on this 1 D line because you are the only person responsible for getting pressure on the QB. So that's so it's pretty much all on you. But we trust you. We believe in you. So where you have to go in zone, you have to know what you are, like C1, C2, C3, LB1, LB2, to know what spots you have to go in the zone. The C1, C2, C3 only applies for Armageddon and for zone. Otherwise, if you do man-to-man, you pick a guy and you stick to him. But if you know your C1, if you call zone, then you have to know what zone to go to. And in every single zone defense we run, we're always going to disguise it in some way. So let's say we do trips. If there's like trips right, then we'll have C2 come look like he's a corner, C3 jamming look like he's a corner, LB2 looking like he's a corner as well, LB1 looks like he's a linebacker, and then C1 looks like he's going to blitz in. Like C1, DL, the D linemen all have to be right on the line, looking like they're about to go in. We have to feign as if all 3 of us are going to go in, so the QB thinks that he doesn't have time, because he's going to get a lot of time. But before the ball is snapped, we have to make him think that he doesn't have time. So really get up on that line and look like you're going to go in. And then when the ball is hiked, then we all fall back into our zones. So D-line drops back, C1 drops back to this zone, C3 is this zone, and then LB1 drops back to this zone, C2 drops back to this zone, and then LB2 drops back here. You just have to make sure, if you're the LB1, C2, and LB2, you just need to make sure you're the deepest guy. So, don't just go back. If nobody's going to your zone, don't go all the way back. But just like if this guy, you backtrack a little bit, and then if a guy looks like he's cutting this way, then follow him. And we got to communicate well. So, if you know somebody's here and someone's crossing into your lane, say, hey, like Joe. And then Joe would be like, I got him. And then I know to back off that he's got him, and then I'm free to get somebody else. Same thing with the C3 or LB2. If someone's going deep, LB2 is like, okay, I got him, and then the C3 knows he can go back and find someone else. In the twins format, the way we're going to disguise it is the C1 looks like he's going to jam if it's on his side. LB1 looks like he's a corner. 2D lineman. C3 does not look like he's a corner. If there is an ISO over here, C3 is going to look like he's a D lineman, and then LB2 is going to be that guy's corner. And then C2 looks like he's a linebacker, and then he drops back.